Stand Tall, a book to help children feel good about themselves, by Patricia May Cotterill Erickson. During the past several years, there have been many helpful books written for adults which give advice on how to lead more effective lives. Children need such books to help them during their formative years. This is especially important since their actions are often misunderstood by others. Stand Tall talks directly to the child and tells him how to gain control over his thoughts and emotions in order to create a self-fulfilling and happy life for himself. The first section of the book deals with the all-important concept of self-image. The next 3 sections describe fear, jealousy, and anger, and tell how they can be dealt with in order to stand tall. Stand Tall by P.C. Erickson, illustrated by Kayleen Pugh. Copyright 1978, Hawks Publishing, Inc. First printing 1978. Dedication to Ree, without whose encouragement and help this book could not have been written. To Spence, for his patience and understanding. When you were a baby, you didn't know about yourself. You didn't know if you were pretty. You didn't know if you were smart. You had to get to know yourself. Do you know how you got to know yourself? Your family and other people told you about yourself. So little by little, you learned to know you. If someone frowned at you when you dropped a glass and said you were clumsy, didn't you decide you couldn't do things as well as other people? If someone smiled at you and said your dress and hair were pretty, didn't you decide you were pretty? Yes, when you were little, you believed what other people told you about yourself. But there is a big problem with getting to know yourself by what other people tell you. Think. What happens when you are really smart, but someone says you are stupid? You guessed it, you feel stupid. Don't let this happen to you. Learn to be the kind of person you want to be. You don't have to feel clumsy or stupid. All you have to do is learn to use the rules. You can become the kind of person you want to be. Carefully read this book to learn some of the rules you can use to help yourself become the kind of person you want to be. Fraidy Fear. Everyone is afraid of something. Some people are afraid of falling from high places. Of course, it's good to have some fears which keep you from doing foolish things. These fears are nothing to be ashamed of. Other fears are not helpful to you, such as staying away from people just because you are afraid they won't like you. When you are unfriendly, Fraidy Fear is near. He keeps you from having more friends. Fraidy Fear hides behind an unfriendly person. He tells you to say, "Go away, I want to be by myself." Sometimes you don't play games. You are afraid you won't play well and people will laugh at you. This is Frady fear. He keeps you from learning new games. Frady fear hides behind someone who won't play. No, I won't play with you. Sometimes you push your friends around. You are afraid they won't think you are strong. This is Frady fear. He tells you to do mean things. Frady fear hides behind a bully. I'm going to beat you up. Sometimes you might brag about things you have and things you can do. You are afraid people won't like you if you don't brag about yourself. This is Frady fear. He tells you to talk about yourself too much. Frady fear hides behind a show-off. I can do things better than anyone else. Sometimes you might do mean things to people so they will be a little bit scared of you. You are afraid they will be mean to you if you aren't mean first. This is Frady fear. He tells you to be mean to others. Frady fear hides behind a meanie. I don't care about you. If you stay away from people, if you fight a lot, Frady fear is near you. If you talk too much about the things you have and the things you can do, you may be afraid that people won't like you or that you can't do things well. Frady fear is near you. When you see Frady fear, look him right in the face and tell him to go away. Then show him you really aren't afraid. Make more friends. Join in games. Stop being a meanie, a show-off, and a bragger. Remember, Frady fear doesn't want you to find him. He'll tell you to brag and to hit. Be brave and find out where he's hiding, because you don't like him one bit. Jealousy Jip. You can usually tell when you are angry, but you can't always tell when you are jealous. Old Jealousy Jip will try to hide himself. You have to look for Jealousy Jip. You find Jealousy Jip by looking at the things you are doing. If you find that you are saying unkind things about someone, it's time to start looking for Jealousy Jip to see if you are jealous of that person. Maybe you think people are watching the things your friend is doing and not paying any attention to you. So Jealousy Jip makes you say unkind things about your friend. If you find that you are picking fights or hitting people, it's time to look for Jealousy Jip. Maybe you are unhappy because your friends can do more things than you can do. So Jealousy Jip makes you fight and hit to show that you can do something too. If you find that you ask for money or other things so you will have more than other people, it's time to look for Jealousy Jip. Maybe you think your friends have more things to play with than you do. So jealousy Jip tells you to be grumpy and not play with your friends. If you talk all the time so that people will notice you, it's time to look for jealousy Jip. Maybe you think your friends are having fun without you. So jealousy Jip makes you start talking and talking to try to make people think you are important too. Watch out. When jealousy makes you say unkind things, hit and fight, be grumpy, and talk too much, he gyps you. Jealousy gyps you of happy times. There is a way to get rid of jealousy Jip. You have to learn to like yourself. You can't like other people until you like yourself. You won't be jealous of other people if you first like yourself. Then you can be happy with other people instead of being jealous of them. How do you learn to like yourself? You can learn to like yourself by being the kind of person you like. If you like people who are truthful, then tell the truth. You will like yourself. If you like people who are kind, then be kind to your friends. You will like yourself. If you like people who are helpful, then start helping others. You will like yourself. Say to yourself many times a day, I like myself. I like myself. If you can feel jealousy Jip creeping in, start saying, I like myself. I like myself. I like myself. Try it. It really works. Remember, old jealousy Jip gives you trouble whenever he joins in your play. If you feel him sneaking around you, make sure you chase him away. Enki anger. Everybody gets angry. Babies get angry, children get angry, grown-ups get angry. You can become angry for different reasons. Sometimes when you're tired, you show anger. Have you ever been so tired that you started to cry and hit? When you are tired, Enki anger may come around. Sometimes when you are jealous, you show anger. If someone takes your friend away from you, you may become jealous. When you are jealous, watch out for Enki anger. Sometimes when you can't do things you want to do, you get angry. If you want to go to a friend's house and can't go for some reason, you may get angry. If you try to fit pieces into a puzzle and they won't fit, you may get angry. Enki anger may come calling when you are kept from doing something you want to do. If you think someone wasn't fair with you, you might get angry. When we are treated unfairly, Enki anger may come around. Sometimes when you do something like stumbling or falling down in front of a lot of people and feel embarrassed, you may get angry. If you do clumsy things, you guessed it, inky anger may show up again. Everyone gets angry. Sometimes you get angry. But often the things you do when you are angry are not good. What do babies do when they are angry? Babies scream. Babies bite. Babies throw. Babies push and hit things when they are angry. When people are older, they may have learned not to scream, hit, or bite to show their anger, but they often tattle. They often sulk. They often say mean things when they are angry. Many people don't know that a tattler is often really angry about something. Maybe a tattler is angry because his best friend won't play with him. If you tattle, look around for inky anger. He may be there. Many people don't know that a person who says mean things is often really angry. Maybe a mean thing sayer is angry because his mother won't let him eat candy before dinner. Maybe a mean thing sayer is angry because he can't watch the TV program he wants to. Inky anger may be around if you are a mean thing sayer. Many people don't know that often a person who sulks is really angry. Maybe a sulker is angry because her mother went shopping without her. If you sulk, look around for inky anger. He may be there. Screaming, biting, hitting, pushing, teasing, and tattling are not good ways of showing anger. But you should do something when you are angry. It isn't good to keep anger inside until you burst. If you try to keep anger inside, it will sneak out some way. You may find yourself biting your nails. You may find that you have a sick stomach. You may find that you can't get to sleep. Next time you are angry, go outside and dig big holes in the dirt or in the snow instead of teasing someone. Next time you are angry, go outside and run as fast as you can instead of tattling on someone. Next time you are angry, jump a rope or hop on one foot instead of sitting and sulking. Next time you are angry, hit a pillow or a punching bag instead of your sister. These are ways to get rid of inky anger that won't hurt you or anyone else. Remember, inky anger is around. We all get mad, it seems, but it's not good to tease or hit and let out awful screams. When you feel angry and squeezed in, get busy doing things. Run and jump or dig a hole and see what help this brings. I want to thank my nephew for helping me with the book so that I could record this wonderful, wonderful book that my grandmother wrote. And I want to thank my grandmother, Patricia Pat Erickson, for writing this wonderful and inspiring book for children of all ages to learn how we can deal with whatever life brings us. Thank you, Grandma. We love you.